Okay, hopefully you understand my English okay, and I just thought I'd put together a little video about the infinite dungeon grind, or whatever you want to call it. So uh, I don't, these days I only upgrade my Titans during the tournaments. Same with heroes, I only upgrade them during the tournaments. And the last tournament, so I never, up until this point, I had never did the infinite guide on how to build your Titans, which I wish I had done from day one. I really wish I had found that thing and just build my Titans that way, because I think it would have made things so much better. In any case, so even though I had really powerful Titans in the game, I'm number one on the server. I could not do infinite dungeons. I was stuck, and because I had built my Titans kind of evenly, and then that's how I started. Was building Titans evenly, and then I wanted to protect the bridge for the guild, so focused on a bridge team. Which, by the way, my bridge team sucks, but it's powerful, and that's why it can do a good job defending. But I do plan to switch it out as well. With the latest tournament, I decided to go ahead and see if I could make that guide work. Now, where I had kind of failed already at this point was all my Titans, all their skins were already maxed out, all their levels were already maxed out. So one of the things in the guide, it has a priority order of how you should level your Titans, how you should level your skins, and so forth. One of the things to keep in mind on that guide is when you're doing the leveling of heroes. Let me bring up the guide. I know it's not going to display on the screen here in the video, but it talks about leveling Sigurd, Angus, and Hyperion, Ajari, or Ari. I don't know how you say it. Maybe the J is silent. Arai. Anyway, is your highest level Titans. One of the things that doesn't say is that you should build them evenly. So don't just throw everything at Sigurd and not have anything left for, say, Hyperion. So build them evenly. So if you build 10 levels for Sigurd, then build 10 levels for the others as well. Like I said, all mine were already maxed, so that's not even an issue for me. So the only thing I had left to tweak, since all my Titans, like I say, they're all maxed and all their skins are maxed, was the artifacts, which is a really big deal. So one thing to think about on the artifacts, one of the art they talk about Angus, which I don't have Angus worked out. So you'll see as I go through this tutorial that I will not. Angus should be able to solo his fights all by himself, and because I don't have his artifact where I need it to be, he cannot. So I will use a full-on green team when I come to those fights as I move through the dungeon. But he is somebody I will be working on next. Uh, Specifically, what it wants on Angus is his. It starts with his crown, so extra damage to water and so forth, and then moves on to the seal, and then to the fists. So one thing about the fists, or the weapons of any Titans, make sure that they are at least 3-star. And the reason for that is for that 100% activation chance. That's a really big deal. So in the last tournament, Sigurd was not, or Sigurd, however you say his name, was not. He was not where he needed to be. So on Sigurd, they said maximize his weapon, and actually he is priority one. This health regen with 100% activation is huge. And of course, I've already got the max stars, but you want to at least have 3 here. You should always get to 3 on all of them on their weapons because of that 100% activation chance to spread the love, so to speak. The next person was Hyperion. I also worked on him last time, so if I go to Hyperion, his weapon now is also max. So they were both at like 50, and now they're maxed out. So they're good to go. And then Arai already he's a part of my uh, bridge team, and so he was already maxed. So on everything, so I didn't have to worry about him. And so next is Angus, and that should really complete my team. and I can start moving back towards working on what I want from my bridge defense team. Okay, now that we've gotten through all the boring stuff, let's see how this actually works in motion. So we're going to go into the dungeon, and we got red to start with. What it tells you is just attack with these two, Ignis and Arari. And for the fun of it, let's instead of doing auto battle, which is what I normally do, let's just go ahead and watch the fight. Uh, you're going to see how powerful this combo is. So you don't need the full team. And the thing is too, as the main guy takes damage there, right? He's building up his energy faster by doing that. That's why you don't want necessarily the full team. And he just vaporizes them. Now he has been taken down. He's taken a lot of hits. If I end up continuing down the red path, I may put in a tank to protect him, but I got lucky. So we're going to get a mix, and we're basically going to heal him up here. So let's get rid of this. Okay, so what it says when you're going into the mixed dungeon on the guide is that you want uh, so let's just clear them all out. You want Sigurd, uh, uh, you want Hyperion, so you want these two, and you want Iaria. By the way, Iaria is amazing. Like that's when I work on my bridge team, that's where I'm going to be. She'll be my next focus when I work. Her healing is unbelievable. So anyway, so there's my three people right there that you have to have as a part of this team. So now the next thing it says either Avalon or Nova. Now what I have found, I have played with both of these, is Nova is more powerful out of my Titans, but Avalon, for whatever reason, with the shields, she just tends to work better. So I use her. And then finally, whoever needs healing. Well, we did a red fight, so we need to do him. He needs healing, right? So again, instead of doing the auto battle, let's go ahead and watch the fight, and you're going to kind of see how this all works out. I think it's important to watch the fights. The other thing you can do during the fights is you can actually toggle this auto if you want to save up their energy for the next battle. But you can see he's at half. Sigurd is taking some damage because the team hasn't energized yet, but it's about to, right? Hyperion, we're gonna see some healing going on. Yeah, so he's not necessarily want to be, but what we do now have is we have the energy levels, and you want to pay attention to Sigurd, right? So Sigurd's still got enough life left in him that I can do another battle with him, but be careful. If he gets too low, you're going to want to switch things out. Now, the next priority. So in the guide, it talks about which fight do you pick. Blue. Blue is high priority, right? You pick the mix to heal people up, but you pick blue. And what's going to happen here is blue is going to start healing uh, Sigurd. So let's go ahead and again, we'll do this. We're going to eventually switch to some auto battles, but I just kind of want you to see like how the energy. So this they haven't had chance, right? So they're building up energy now. Hyperion, he's going to get some heals off, but Sigurd, watch, he's if he gets his power off, he's going to heal too, right? So and he shields himself from the damage, and so he's a little weak right now, so I want to be very careful about using him again. Right, on a blue fight, he's going to work out just fine. So let's go ahead and do and one more. Once we get them all healed up, I'm going to start kind of switching to auto battle, but you can see here, so he's okay. So it's a little scary, a little stressful, but Hyperion's going to get a heal off on him, and he's gonna, he put his shield up, so he's healing himself in that process. It's anyway. We want him to get above the 50% line, which he's still not there yet. So it's still a little nerve-wracking that he's not there. But let's go ahead and just do an auto battle. And he's on the edge of that 50%. He's getting really close. All right, let's get back to this guy. Now, it's a little risky. Energy level is on these two, right? They're only halfway, so they're going to take some hits. So the question is, do you want to stick in the tank to create a buffer, right? That's what it really boils down to here. Or do you trust these two? I am going to go ahead and stick in the tank just because I don't want to lose him as we move through here. So let's go ahead. We'll do an auto battle and, and he's fine, right? So, but we do eventually, during a mixed battle, we want to get him healed up. Now, what we have to look at here, we've got two good choices here, the blue or the mix. The thing with the mix, right, is our Sigurd is still not where he should be. He should be above the 50% line. So it's a little nerve-wracking coming in here because he can take a lot of damage. At the same time, we've got we got one additional healer over the blue that could really boost him up. But I think in this particular, and I also want to get my red guy healed up, right? So that there's could be a lot of advantage to going this path. But let's so let's go ahead and go the blue, and let's see if we can't get Sigurd healed up. We're gonna do an auto battle, and still not. We're still struggling to get him healed up. We really need to get him healed up. He's a big one. So blue again, auto battle. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, next blue battle, Hyperion, he's charged, right? So hopefully he can help get him where he needs to be. We're back to red. Again, still haven't had a chance to heal, so we're going to leave the tank in there, and away we go. Okay, so we're fine. The red is doing okay, but we really got to get that blue healed up. I don't know why Sigurd is having such a hard time healing. Ah, we're right at the midpoint. Okay, so now we could do a mixed battle and potentially get him all the way healed, because the mix is where the real magic happens. Again, still need the tank. We haven't had a chance to get a heal in. And yeah, and the tank is going down, right? Eventually, we could even heal the tank, right? Get him up. Okay, here we are back to the blue. Again, pay attention to the priority. So the blue and the mix are always your highest priority. Second to that is your red, and then finally green is the last color that you use. So we're going again, auto battle. Sigurd. Okay, but so now if we do a mixed battle, we're good, right? We've got full energy on Hyperion, full energy on Sigurd. They're gonna do heals. They're gonna do amazing. So here's where you could switch things out a little bit, right? So if we did a manual battle, I could save their energy, right? However, Sigurd could still use a full heal. So we're not going to do a manual battle and control how they use their attacks, right? So we're just going to go ahead. But maybe I should kind of, I don't know, simulate that. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and do the manual, I guess. So we're going to turn off that auto mode and decide when to use their power, right? So let's go ahead and activate him, and we'll wait on Sigurd and see if we can get some heals in. There. Now he's using his attack. That gave him a shield. Yeah, so you can see, and then that's how we can do it. I shouldn't have probably activated Hyperion at the end there, because then I could have left him at full energy. But that's how you do the manual when you need to. Here we come to green. So green, like I said, what you should be able to do is Angus should be able to solo these guys. That's what you should be able to do if you follow the guide. Unfortunately, my Angus is too weak, so I need the full team to try and last as long as I can. And I can put Angus into my mix rotation to heal him up. All right, back to blue. This time, let's go. We'll do a manual battle so I can turn the auto back on, and then let's just go ahead and do 2x, and away we go. Okay, we've got this, but he's back to being wounded again. So we gotta fix that. So we want to be very careful about going into a mixed battle with him. One of the things I can do if I really need the big mixed battle, so here we are. So he's at risk. So I probably don't want to use him. I've got another tank I can bring in. I can bring in Brewster temporarily. I still got 2 healers. I'm going to get my red guy finally healed up, hopefully. And let's go ahead and watch how this plays out. So Hyperion, so we're getting some heals. You can see he's going up, but of course green guy threw a rock in the middle and everybody took some damage. But he's still higher health than he was. Okay. All right, let's get this blue going. Hopefully we can heal up blue. Auto battle. Ugh, it's killing me. He's just not getting his heals in. So we'll eventually get there. Again, blue auto battle still not healing. Blue again. So we're getting great blues. Hey, he went up a little bit. We just got to get him over that 50% line. Okay. Again, this is risky to bring him in, so we're going to leave Brewster in. We still need some heals on him, so let's just leave this set up the way it is. But we could switch him out. Let's say we wanted to heal up, I don't know, Angus, for example. Then what you would do is you'd swap him out and you'd put Angus in, right? But I'm still want to get him up a little bit higher. So basically this one spot is, you should leave this as your default team, and this one spot there can be whoever you need your healing from, or whoever you need to heal up within, so pay attention to where the health is of all your guys, and we're going to use him again, and let's see if we can get a heal in. It's doing okay. Oh, but she took a hit. Not the end of the world. Hopefully she does better in the next one. We'll see where we're at. All right, let's do a few more. Let's see if we can get our healing up. Um, okay, we've got him up enough now that we don't need the tank. So let's go ahead and nuke. Yep, see, they hardly even moved. And that's what you really want. Okay, blue. We've really got to get our tank healed. There, much, much better. So now we can go into a mix and hopefully get people healed up. Hopefully he stays up. Generally what I see is he gets better over time. So the more blue battles you do, Sigurd will keep healing himself. We can just leave the two here. They're doing fantastic. And away we go. And so that's kind of the how it works. Okay, so now we're here. Now she did take a hit, but I think we can heal her. We don't need Brewster anymore. Let's put Sigurd back in. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and watch this battle. Let's see how it plays out. So you can see she got some big heals. Amazing, right? Everybody's doing pretty good there. And anyway, and it's just kind of rinse and repeat. But pay attention. Swap the Titans out as you go. You don't want to lose Sigurd or Hyperion. You don't want to lose your core team. You don't want to lose any of the other teams because you're going to have other battles. You can see I'm already up to 492. I've still got all my Titans to use. I can just keep going and going and going. If I lose Sigurd, though, he's the one that I will lose first, generally speaking. And if I lose him, it's a lost cause at that point. One of the things I suggest is you just keep using auto battle, and if you lose, you get a second chance to try a manual battle and see if you can pull it out, pull out a win. So let's see here. Let's take a look. He could still use. Let's see if we can top him off. So we'll stick with the same setup, and away we go. You can see Sigurd now is fully healed. Amazing, right? Hopefully we can get him fully healed and we can put somebody else in his spot to heal him up. But anyway, oh, here we go again. Maybe we get lucky this time and fully heal him. He still needs a little bit of work, but you can see we can just keep going and going and going. So that's how it works. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death. And I am going to stop the recording here. Everyone have a great day. Thanks.